Hey everyone, it's Claire from Scrappy Nerd. It's time for another instalment of Stash Roulette. So, here goes. Oh, I'll pull one. Oh, I've got two here. I have metal charms. And again, resin pieces. Oh, two again. Wood veneer. Oh my goodness me. I think this one's going to be a heavily embellished layout by the looks of things. Oops. Stamps. Do I want to go again? Stamps, metal charms, resin pieces, wood veneer. I don't think I do. I think I'm going to go with 4 today. So here are my 4, and I'm going to be using these on a 12 by 12 layout. Let me just pull that up so you guys can see. Those are my 4 items. So I'll be back here in just a second with the layout. So these are the items that I've chosen for my stash roulette, and this is going to be a 12 by 12 layout. So I've grabbed these out of my stash. You can see I've not actually used any of them, they've just fallen off the pop dot, and yeah, I'm going to try and make use of these somehow. So next one, my stamps. I've chosen this Kaiser Craft Polaroid stamp set because I'm going to be scrapbooking a photo of me and my work colleagues. We went to a festival yesterday, a cover band festival. It's actually brilliant, and some of the sentiments on here, you and me today, true story, best day ever, I just thought was apt, so I grabbed those out. I've just got a selection of some wood veneer, summer, sunny day. Got a camera wood veneer, and I've dragged some of my other ones out as well in case I don't get on with those ones. And I've chosen this paper pad, so I'm going to go with a pink and a green feel, and this is Garden Party by Dovecraft, and there's plenty of pink and green paper in there, so I'm really loving the green at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm very similar to a lot of people in that I don't do green and purple on scrapbooking, but I'm getting on quite well with green at the moment. And finally, this is my Happy Meal, as most of you on Scrapaholics Anonymous call it, because of Adele. And in here I've just got a selection of resin pieces from things from eBay. These are from I'm really not keen on these. I might have to rack these. Webster's Pages and all sorts. So yeah, I've got those ready. So let's get started. So first I'm just grabbing this paper pack called Garden Party by Dovecraft, and I'm just sifting through. I want to find some green, I knew it was green and pink, but I wanted to include another accent colour as well, so I grabbed a yellow out. And just messing around with the layering on this. And I love that green paper, it's got little daisies on, which I thought was super cute. So just cut my photo down just to be able to mat it on that 6x6 bit of paper. And I do a lot of fiddling around with the layers on this. Don't worry, I don't subject you to it. I do speed it up quite a lot for you. And just trimming my layers down. Moving around till I'm happy. I love this photo, we're all in the crowd. Grabbed a quick snapshot. And surprisingly everyone's looking at the camera, which doesn't always happen. So just trimming this pink layer down to map that green and yellow paper on, trying to use a mixture of horizontal and vertical layers. And I put it on the paper, and I decide that I'm not happy with the layering on this, so I grab another green pattern paper out that's not the nicest, but the majority of it's going to be covered, and it's just the colour that I want, not necessarily the pattern. So just trimming it down just to get a little border of that hanging out the back. And I decide to put a horizontal strip of yellow to counter the vertical strip of yellow. And I'm doing the lazy thing here and just using my tiny attacher to staple the layers together rather than getting out the double-sided tape and messing around trying to get the backs off. There we are, and just adhering that down now. And then I'm happy with the layers on that. And then on to my embellishing. So I grabbed out this wood veneer that says sunny day, as it was absolutely roasting yesterday. I think it was close to 30 degrees in the UK, and it was a hot one. So I thought this sunny day would be absolutely perfect. But it had a little bit of wood hanging out the bottom, so I just trimmed that with my scissors. And next I grabbed these metal charms, and I had an idea to use this metal charm as a pair of sunglasses, and also grabbed the sunglass wood veneer. And there's a couple of people in the back of the photograph that tried to photobomb us, so I'm trying to cleverly use those the sunglass wood veneer to cover it up. Next I'm just grabbing out my diamond press, and I'm using my dies here to create some ephemera. As it is stash roulette, I'm not allowed to use anything from my stash, my ephemera packs, but I can use my dies if I so choose. And oh, there we are. So just adding one more layer, and that's some yellow tissue paper that was repurposed from my lollipop box subscription actually, so that came in handy. So just using some of this green, yellow and pink paper that's been left over from the layers, running it through my diamond press, and I'm loving how those words have turned out. So yeah, back to the back to the glasses. So I grab a bit of black paper, I trim that, and what you can't see is I've just filled it with glossy accents to make it look like reflective sunglasses, and that's just been put to one side to dry. And just sticking down these wood veneer, and yeah, I'm just using a bit of glossy accents to stick that one down. As I said, covering up the people in the background that decided to jump into our photo. And then all I can see in the photo now is the faces of the people that should be in the photo. So I'm really pleased with how that turned out. And I'm just using some strong double-sided tape to stick all of these layers down, just to make sure that they all stick, they don't fall off the page as I've had before. And then next oh, that's my adhesive eraser. If you haven't got one of those, they're really inexpensive, and I managed to get some glue, and you see here I'm just taking off some glossy accents. So on the left hand side there, all I've done is cut out some little arrow pieces using my dies from We Are Memory Keepers, and if you want more information on those, I'll put in the description below a link to my Hey Little Magpie haul that shows where I got those from. I've got a little resin piece on the left that says Love This, I believe, and yeah, just trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. I've cut these little hearts out using the dies from We Are Memory Keepers as well, and just using a tiny attacher to staple them together. And just trying to work out placement here for all of my embellishments. So these glasses came with two little split pins to attach them, and you see there I'm just fixing that second one, and you can see the glisten there from the glossy accents, so I hope that you think they look like sunglasses too. I was really pleased with the effect actually. And then next I stick down this pink flower, which is another resin piece, and this little pink heart, just to form a little cluster on the left hand side there. And then next, I don't often use Pritt Stick, but I thought it was going to be the best glue to stick these down, the die cuts, and just using a bit of glossy to stick those hearts down underneath as well, only because they've got staples through, so I didn't particularly want to use the Pritt stick, and just state stamping here and doing a bit of shadow stamping underneath. And then I believe the last thing to go on my layout is the stamps, or are the stamps should I say. So I'm just grabbing these Kaisercraft stamps, and I've chosen Best Day Ever, and just inking that up with my archival ink and stamping that down. Nice clear image, and I love a bit of black in with the colour. I do believe every layout needs a bit of black just to ground it a bit. And then next I'll make a boo-boo, and I want you to see what I do to fix it. So I choose this laugh stamp, and I want to stamp it there. However, it's got that resin piece and I can't get it to lay flat, but you can see that I've got black ink just underneath the photo, which I'm not happy to leave as it is. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to make a piece of embellishment, or an embellishment piece. So this is a technique that I've recently learned, and what I've done is I've put a little bit of double-sided tape down on the block. I've stamped the stamp backwards with the green ink, and I've flipped it over and I've stamped it forwards with the archival ink. And this creates like a ghost pattern, and it's a great way to get more use out of your stamps. And then the double-sided tape, that will come off of the block with the adhesive eraser. And I'm just using my scallop punch to cut that out. And I'm just going to bump it up a bit on some, or with some double-sided foam tape, just to give it a little bit of depth. Everything, not everything, but a few things on there to the left more so are quite flat on the page. So we have some close-ups coming up for you. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you for the next video. Take care, bye.